Hey, well, thank you for joining us and welcome everyone to join us as Kongsi Idea. Yeah, Kongsi Idea is back. I think for those who have followed us every Thursday, then they were very familiar that we started this Kongsi Idea platform a year ago. It is a community platform that every Thursday night that we connect people together, from different background and culture, so that we also invite friends to share their life experiences and ideas and which inspire us. So we have been practiced this about more than a years ago. So after that, then we have also made this week is this day, Thursday night, is a weekly text study where a group of us, everyone is welcome to join if you like text study. We'll stay together and to read the books. So we have finished one book and another one is ongoing, it's still reading. So the book we have finished is named Associative Economics by Gary Lamb. And the book is still in reading is named Fully Human. So everyone, if you are interested in Fully Human, this book, then you may join us on every Thursday night, 8 p.m. So now, Kongsi Idea is back. It means that every month, the first Thursday, we'll invite our friends, from different background, different cultures, and then we'll invite them to share the story. Yeah. Why we invite them to share our story? Because we always believe story is more connected and touch people's heart, through the experience, through their life, the stories, and some of them, they will inspire us. Yeah. So tonight, we are very honored to have our dear friend Niki Ong from Exits, to share with us her transformational journey from being an engineer, to a certified massage therapy, and with a deepening with anthroposophic body therapy. So this transformation is a huge. He's still very young, and why she has this journey, uh, uh, to make a change. I think I personally heard about her story before and so many times, but still every time when I listen to a story, I still feel touched. Yeah, because it's very inspired us. And along the way now, she's still doing what she believes, And the story start from she encountered teachers playing lyre at the Colisco conference back in 2015. It means that about 8, more than how many years? 8 years ago. Yeah. So it had planted a seed in her and changed her perspective on life in general. So what makes her, lead her to do now in a palliative care as a main goal? And I would like to pass the floor to Nikki so that she can share with us more about the story, how her transformation give her a new life, a chapter. Nikki, I pass it to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Samantha, for in the introduction and thank you for Kongsi for inviting. Okay, and good evening to everyone, and thank you for spending time together with us here. So maybe before we start, we just have just a brief ice breaking. Okay, maybe just spend maybe a few seconds. Just use one word to describe how you feel now. Okay, you can write it in the chat box, and then so that we can understand how is your feeling now, and it could decide what we will share today in a 1 hour session. Okay, so just try to settle down and try to feel your heart. How do you feel now? We'll use one word to describe how you feel now. Content, looking forward, blissful, peaceful, Is there any more? Seems like it's quite positive feeling. Happy? Curious? Neutral? Good. Okay. So today, yeah, eating. Okay, thank you. Yes, you can continue to eat. Samantha say it's a storytelling time, so you're welcome to have your popcorn and then yeah, eating popcorn while listening to story. I think this is a good idea. Yeah, thinking. Good. Yes. Okay, so we try to keep ourselves relaxed and for the 1 hour and according to Samantha, it's a storytelling. So we try to tell story and it is usually I enjoy telling story, but 1 hour is usually not enough for telling story and we try to keep to 1 hour to respect each hour's times. Yeah, and then um, yes, so I would tell the story, and of course, I designed the course today. According to Samantha, like how is a transformation? So according to the content that Samantha put on the poster, and then according to what you read from the poster, actually it is a transformation process. So I think transformation it is not easy, and it talk about from the point of transformation is always not, although the transformation process after we get through it, it is easy, but during the process it's not so easy. So I remember during the time of the transformation, it is quite challenging because it's kind of like you are entering an unknown space, you want to make a change, but you do not know how. And then during the process, I was thought like transformation is always successful until I saw there's one day in my house, I saw like a caterpillar is on the wall. I'm not sure whether why it's on the wall. Usually caterpillar, it is, you know, is on the plant or on the leaf. But this caterpillar is just at the wall, a very small corner at my house. And then it's making like a pupa, wrapping itself. So I say, oh wow, it is quite interesting to observe the change, the transformation from a caterpillar into a butterfly. So usually one day, each for a few times, I just go and check on the pupa. So you will see like the pupa is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So I was waiting until a certain time, it was just still, being still. And then I had the idea that the transformation is going through. And I just look forward to the point where the transformation take place and it turns into a butterfly. So I just wait and wait. Day after day, I was observing, but seems like it had been quite still for many days. But I was unsure how long or how many days it will take for the pupa to turn into a butterfly. So I keep waiting day to day and then week to week. And then finally it turned into months. Then I thought it would be too long for a pupa to turn into a butterfly. Then finally it just stayed there. It did not turn into a butterfly. So it gave me an insight that it finally gave me like a wake up call or wake up alarm that not every transformation could be successful. So this is something new to me, and it also made me quite alert about transformation. It gave me a different perspective about transformation. Yes, so this is just a small story to talk about the transformation. So I would like to share screen. So because it's a story, I also include some picture during the journey. Hopefully it could give you some picture about what is going on. So this is our title, Discovering the Colors of Life with the Lyre. So yeah, when Samantha approached me, it talked about want to talk about lyre, and it has been a while since I share about lyre because recently I share more about massage and not lyre. So yes, so and then yeah, this is the first after a while this is a while I shared about lyre again. Yes, good to look back the journey and then organize to share what is relevant to you who attend today. Okay, so maybe you could get some relation or could get something inspiring and you can make your own transformation in life. Yeah, I would like to emphasize that lyre, it is something inspiring and it changed my life, but lyre is just an object. And then I hope after the session, it would not make anyone to say, okay, lyre make an impact to Niki and it should make an impact to me. It could be possible or maybe it is not. So what I hope like during the process, you don't have to copy yourself to make you another Niki. It is not possible and it is not so important to do this. But I just hope that during the session, you could get the deeper meaning about the transformation and then to come back to your own life to make the transformation in your own life and to see what is more in session to you and what is not. Okay, so yeah. So the last day of my life. So this is actually the turning point. Just now, Samantha talked about the encounter of lyre in 2015 during the Colisco conference. Maybe some of you know that. It changed my life and it is a transformation point. But if we look through that, if you look back in our life, actually every incident or every story in our life, it is interconnected. And if we find one transformation point, actually there is another transformation point before that. And you keep on seeking, it is actually all interconnected to lead to something. Maybe it is visible in eyes or something significant change in your life. Okay, so actually if we find the what is the major change in my life is when I was an engineer, at was a certain point which I really feel lost. I couldn't find the meaning of my life. And that happened is during my friend, one of my friend, he passed away in a car accident. And he was 28 and I was 27 back then. So then it's a something interesting point is that this friend, he is not really a very close friend to me. In fact, he is just a friend. I'm even not sure whether I did talk to him personally in my life. But I know this friend because we know it in the university time. He was from another university and we were in intervarsity activities and we just met there. And I was one of the organizers, so I know the names, I can remember the names and the faces quite well. So I remember this name and this face. And we met in different occasions, but I don't remember if I talked to him personally. But when he died in the car accident, that impacted me a lot. So that impact it could, I would say that it is so impactful that it actually affect my life. I was almost paralyzed because of the fear of death. The image that I have is like, how did he die in the car accident? What is the pain that he endured? And what happened to him during this impact? And he knew that he could not make it through. And he just died all of a sudden. Yeah. So I was into that mood, and then it made me think about, yeah, I was confronted with the issue that death. I was a Buddhist, and then yeah, I am still a Buddhist, and there's a lot of theory about everything changes and everybody will die. It's just like, yeah, a lot of theory, but it could not reach my heart. So when I think about, okay, how it made me think about, then how would I die? I thought I have a long life until 80 or 90 years old and old age. But then my friend, 28, then he just died in a car accident. Then how about me? When will I die? And how would I die? And when will my family members, my parents, my siblings, when will they die? My husband, when will they die? And how will they die? There is totally no answer, and I was overwhelming by the feeling of fear, anxiety, and yeah, just a very deep sorrow. And then I do not know what is the meaning of life. Then I ask myself, if I die tomorrow, then what will I do today? And there's no answer. And I say, what I have been doing for the past, I have been a research assistant in the university, all in the engineering area. And then I tried to become a kindergarten teacher. Actually, it was a Waldorf inspired kindergarten, but I did not realize that time I did not know about Waldorf. Just that I think that the kindergarten is they're doing very interesting thing. And so I just tried to be kindergarten teacher for 1 year. Then I changed to become a college lecturer teaching A-level physics. Then I changed again, become an engineer. And then, yeah, at this point, then I said for all the past that I have been doing, I have done, it is not something which I really want to do. But what should I do next? And there's no answer. So if maybe we can imagine like if today is the last day of my life, how would it be? So this was the situation that I was in a very deep darkness, and there is like no hope, no light, and I do not know what to do. And then throughout this process of journey, and then now compared to today, it was 2014, October, November, when I was in a deep brightness, in deep darkness. And then now if I ask myself the same question again, if today is my last day, how would I feel? And then throughout if we cut the story short, we compare 2014 when I was in a deep sorrow, in the deep darkness, and now I would say that, yeah, after the transformation process and what I do until now, if I really die today, that means today is my last day, I will feel that it is something hopeful, that I know that this physical body, although it is like already destroyed and cannot sustain my life, but actually I still have still feel hopeful and full of light, because I know that, or I understand that it is just a transformation. It is another point of transformation where I just leave this physical body which has already damaged badly and cannot sustain my life. I will just move on and transform and into a new body and to continue what I want to do again, because I know deep in my heart I still have a lot of things that what I would like to do. And if I cannot accomplish it today or in this life, I can still, this inner drive, it would still continue driving me into the next life or next stage of life or next life using another body. Yes, so this is the new understanding of life. Actually, yeah, I think this is the mindset. I think it is actually just a change of mindset, and this change of mindset, it happens from our heart. Yeah. So I think I would share like these three levels of adult learning. So maybe we can just get this image in mind. So during the whole process or at the end, maybe we can get a better picture about what is happening during the transformation process in life. So Niki is just a story, and I believe that out there, every human being, actually, we have the potential to live a life that we enjoy or meaningful, and we can do it in the way that we want. Yes, so this is the picture that I think it is very relevant to our topic today about the transformation. So maybe some of you already know or seen this picture or the similar picture. So there are actually three levels of adult learning. So we can see that this picture, it is very simple, it looks very simple, but it can go very deep and details if we want to talk about it. But today we just get a basic concept about this image of a human being. So if we see this human being in this way, we can differentiate it into three levels. The upper system, which is our um, nervous nervous system, our head, which is in charge of thinking, our brain, okay, about thinking. And then in the middle part, it is a rhythmical system, which comprises of our heart and our lung. It has a rhythm, and that is a feeling. And our limb, the metabolic limb system, which is in a red color, is a lower system, is very closely related to our willpower or the willing. Yes, so if we see the three level of adult learning, we could see the upper system, the thinking system, is to understand. So how do we apply in our life? So in our life, we have a lot of activities, we do a lot of things when we are conscious or when we are awake. So we encounter with a lot of experiences, and what we need to, and what the thinking or the upper system here do is about thinking. The thinking is to understand about what we are experiencing. So when we do something, experiencing something, for example, eating, we can try to be aware about what we eat and to perceive it with our senses. So this is to understand what we are experiencing. Okay, and then this is the first level of adult learning, to be aware about what we are doing and to understand the situation, to perceive it. Then the second level for an adult learning is to feel what we understand. So for example, if we eating something, for example, eating, so we are aware about what we are eating, then to perceive it, and then to feel, the second level it be to feel what we understand or to feel what we perceive. This is a very important point in the feeling part. Okay, to have a heartfelt, to feel what we are doing or what we understand. And then the third level of adult learning would be to act. So we analyze, we understand the situation, and then we feel it, and then we can decide to do something about it. So in our life, we have, for example, just now eating, to act. So if we can appreciate, we feel that this is the food that we appreciate, and then of course we can eat it wholeheartedly and to enjoy the food to the end. This is to act, to the action, to decide to receive it. And then if we add the food, which is not with such a good quality, and we could feel it, and then we can decide whether to continue taking it or not, or how we can do to improve the quality of the food, or how do we do to cultivate a good food for our next generation of our people. So this is just an example. So this is the 3 levels of adult learning, which is very important, especially the feeling. So that means when we talk about the point where I feel really in darkness and do not know what is the meaning of life, I think that is a very major point where I have actually lose my feeling. Because for the first 28 years, I spent most of the time, I was quite intellectual. And I set the goal during school time, academic is the most important. Okay, we are taught, we are educated to be intellectually, to be smart in school and score well in the examination. And yeah, to be score well in examinations so that we can get a good job. This is what we are educated for. So then this is more focused more on the thinking, and then and about the heart, the life, what is the purpose of life? And I could not find it. And then now the examination is over, now into the working life. There is no more during the examination. You know that there is the answer behind the examination. For every question in the question papers, we have the answer, we have an absolute answer. But when we left school and enter into the world to work, what is the answer behind the life? If life is an examination, what is the standard answer of life? What is the purpose of life? And that is the point where I lose myself, because I did not get the answer. What is the purpose of life? And no one can give me the answer about what is the purpose of me living in this world. Yeah. So then, yeah, this is the point where I collapse, because I do not feel myself, I do not feel my life, and I do not feel the meaning of my life. And these are all, and then the willing power is actually like I become collapsed. I cannot do anything because I was overwhelmed with all the strong emotion. The feeling part here, it is too strong and it's too negative, so and it cannot balance the thinking and willing. So I have over much of thinking about what is the meaning of life, and I cannot do anything. So if you could see the picture here, you could see the feeling. Actually, it is the transformation point where it connects the thinking and the willing. To feel it, then only we can decide, think about what to do. If we see as a healthy person here, we feel what we enjoy doing or feel what is the purpose and the change that we want to do. If we are strong in the feeling to be determined about the meaning of life or the purpose of life, then we can plan better in the thinking part. We can plan how to do it or how to achieve it or how to move towards our goal. And then after thinking, it would be also like a transformation here to act or to put into action what we plan, put that into action, and then this is how we balance it. And when we do something, it also come back to feel it again and to decide whether this is relevant to me or not. If it is relevant, then we keep it. And if it is not relevant, then we eliminate it or just keep it aside. So this is the feeling part is very important. It is the main point to lead the thinking and not let thinking to lead the heart. So this is something that I think this is a transformation point that I learned to feel alive again and to feel, to feel alive again. So this is point, let the heart lead. So whenever we feel stuck, we always come back to our heart. What do I really want to do? Yeah. So then after that, when I have no idea what I want to do, then I just keep this question with me. If I die tomorrow, what will I do now? Then I start to listen to my heart again about what I really want to do. And this is the first inspiration that I would like to talk into detail about this. How do I feel myself alive again? The first starting point when I decide to do something which I really want to do. So then, okay, then I say if I live again, then I say I have no answer. When I have no answer back then, there is something come out to my inspiration. I think the nature will give me the answer. So okay, I have one direction, nature. Okay, so nature is so big, so how do I start? So when I have this concept in mind, a nature, so then one day when I was driving, just randomly on the radio station that I was listening to, there is a program, and the program is talking about work exchange in a farm. Then it caught my attention just out of nowhere. It just caught my attention. Work exchange in a farm. It sounds like a good idea because farm is the nature which is I was looking for. And then work exchange, which means I can work in the farm. I contribute my energy, my time to work in the farm, and it could exchange, it give me food. Yeah, they will provide me food and provide me accommodation. Then I say it is a very good idea because if I don't work now as an engineer, I have no work and I do not know what career should I start. Then if I work here, it is good enough to keep me survive while experiencing my life in the nature. So then I decide to go to Taiwan. And it happened just 1 week. So just I talked a lot, but it took me only 1 week to fly to Taiwan after my friend died in a car accident. So it is almost like a almost immediate action because this is something that made me feel alive again. Yes, so I fly to Taiwan and I spent 2 months there, work exchange in a farmer, and it was a life. It is like eye-opening to me. There, I met many people, also work exchange in a farm, and from different country, from different background, and actually there's a lot of interesting stories happen there. But we, due to the time limitation, now we just cut it short. But I would say that it is actually opened my vision or opened my horizon that life is full of possibilities. Yes, these people that I met actually from many backgrounds, especially from the art background, and I was from the science background. So this was the art background students actually, or people, they actually live a lot with their life, they feel their life, and they enjoy what they are doing. And I was inspired by them. So then I said, okay, now I finish my 2 months there. Then I make a decision that I would continue travel around the world in the farm and at least 3 months in every place to experience life. I want to continue experience life in the farms. So then, then I find many information about how can I travel and work exchange in the farm, and there's a lot of information, yes. And then I say, okay, then if I just spend my time working in the farm, I say if I can carry a skill with me which could add value to my life. That means I want to contribute not only my time, energy, working labor in the farms, I also want to like a gift for the farmers that I met. Then I say, okay, then what does farmer need? Then I said, when I work as a farmer, I enjoy a good massage because it's like hard work physically. So I need a good massage. I say, okay, good. Then I come back and to Malaysia and find a professional massage training course. And then I make it intensively. So finally, I become a certified massage therapist in Malaysia. I just want, because I'm traveling around the world, I want to make sure that the skill that I learn or I practice on the people around the world it is something right, or technically, at least technically right. So I just make sure that I become a certified massage therapist and I pass the examination. Yes, so this is the time. Yeah, Wellness Art is a training school, massage training school in Malaysia, in Kuala Lumpur, is in Wisma Central, just next to KLCC. So then I finally become a certified massage therapist, and we went to a lot of corporate to provide the corporate massage to the staff there. And the picture here, this is in the British Council. In the British Council, when they have exhibition, then we just provide the massage session, 15 minutes of the head, neck, shoulder massage to them. Yes, so this is my life back in 2015. Yes, and then I'm happy to be a certified massage therapist, and I enjoy doing that. And finally, my ex-boss in the engineer firm, she told me that she has a friend with the cancer, with the end-stage cancer, and the cancer was the friend was just about 42 or 43 years old, and diagnosed with the colon cancer, and she is in a very deep physical pain. So she asked for a massage. She asked me to provide a massage for the friend. So I contacted the friend. Yeah, she really needed it, but I said I was not allowed to do a massage on patients because the massage technique that I learned is a conventional Swedish Thai massage. It's only meant for healthy people, not for patients. But then she cried. She not to say cried, but she kind of like begged me to just give a simple massage to her to relieve the pain. Then after I consult my mentor, it means my coach, massage coach, and then she said you can try, but do it very carefully. So then I agreed to go to the house. So when we go to the house, I remind her that if she feels not comfortable or feel any pain, she should let me know. Then she said, okay. Then we start very carefully on the back. And yeah, then just in 5 minutes, she started to cry. I was a bit shocked. I asked, did I make you painful? Then she said, no. Then I have the inspiration that I should allow her to cry. So she cried. For the 1.5 hour session, she continued crying. And then she talked a lot, which are all the deep sorrow in her heart, which she could not share with the family members, share with the husband or friends, because this is something that she cannot express. But because she did not know me, she could express it. So then I make a vow or make a wish that I wish to learn a massage therapy that could support patients in a deep pain and a deep psychological pain, and not to cure them, but just to accompany them through the pain. So then I just make a wish. I did not know how, but just make a wish. And that was in 2015, May, early May. And at the end of the month, same month, May, I know that I just somehow somebody shared with me about this Colisco conference in Malaysia. I did not know about it, but I just follow the organization. They got a sponsorship for this program, and I just joined it. So it was May 2015, on the same month, I attended this conference. Yeah, I think this is where Kelly and the Kongsi, or previously IPMT, the team here in the Kongsi team, the same batch of people organizing this. And surprisingly now, it is just almost exactly, that was May 2015, and now this is early June 2023. So this is about 8 years exactly where it started. And like Samantha just said now, it was a turning point to me. So I was in the music workshop, and it's very surprising that I was in the music workshop because the first workshop I chose to join the biodynamic because I want to work in the farm around the world. And then the second choice, I chose the biography because I was lost in my life. I did not know where is my direction. And then the third one, only I chose music. And I chose music is because I did not know music. I want to know more about music. That's all. But then final decision from the organizer, they asked me to go to music. And so I attended the music. And there, I would share this code, okay, because we are out of time. So I would just highlight the points where I understand from, or where I obtained from this conference. It is from Dr. Michaela Blockler, which is the keynote speaker of the conference. Actually, this is something very new to me, and it is a lot of information. I feel good or harmonious in the atmosphere, but I cannot remember anything. But there is one sentence that actually caught my attention, and I could remember it until now. Is when Dr. Michaela said about this. When you feel stuck in your development, you can destroy it and build again. I think this sentence is very powerful in every situation when we continue building our life, because I was stuck and we are not usually in our culture. We are not allowed to destroy what we have built, but we are always convinced or maybe sometimes forced to continue what you do. And we are not able to, or we are not allowed to destroy it, what we have built for so many years. But when I heard this word or this sentence, I get like a kind of like enlightenment. Oh, actually, we are allowed to destroy it. So then actually give me a kind of strength to destroy what I have been building up to become an engineer and so forth and to start again. So actually it gave me kind of like an inner strength from this sentence. Yes. And then during the conference, the workshop, and that is the first time where I encountered with the lyre. And this is something very beautiful. I just thought, okay, this is a very beautiful music instrument, but I never thought that I would learn it because I did not know anything about music. I just acknowledged that this is a very beautiful instrument. That's all. Yes, but then during the process, I know that they are in the anthroposophic hospital. Then I asked Stefan, which is the music therapist in the workshop, I asked, I'm looking for a massage therapy that could support patient. Do you know there's any way to find the way of this massage therapy? Then he said, yes, of course, in our hospital, we do provide massage therapy for patients. And then I started to look for the anthroposophic body therapy or the massage therapy. Yes. And then where I found was in IPMT Taiwan, which happens 3 months later, August 2015. And there I met Alma Prezel, which is a coach for who is an anthroposophic massage therapist. So there is a training course there. So I just attend the training course. And yeah, just cut the story short also, I attended the class late on the day because I remember the time wrongly. So when I entered that, they already started the workshop. Then when I entered there, I was very nervous. Then I just went to Elma there and I just talked to her I tried to explain why I was late and then what did I miss and how should I catch up, something like that. And then she just like very cool and steady. She just say these words, this sentence, just open your eyes. And this is also the important sentence that I remember until now. So because I missed a lot and I did not know what I missed, so I just opened my eyes and just pick up whatever I lost and then just catch up with my colleague or my friends there just to pick up again. Yes. So this is just open your eyes. This is to to perceive with our eyes and to feel it and to learn it. This is a very important point that I remember even until now in many situations. Yeah. Yes. And then it was another 3 months later, about 2 months later, I was in a depressed period. The mood of depression, it comes and go, comes and go. So that's a point where I have very lost again and very darkness again, unclear about direction again. So I tried to end my life with the hope that I can start a new life in a better way. But then when I decided to kill myself, then suddenly at the very important moment, there is an instantaneous clarity telling me that if you want to start a new life, and if you die in this way, killing yourself this is such a dark energy, and it's such just a dark energy. And I was an engineer. We learned that energy cannot be created nor cannot be destroyed. So if we die in such a dark energy and we hope to start in the totally new and good energy, it is impossible. So I think, okay, then I stop to kill myself. I say, okay, Nikki, if you want to start a new life, if you feel stuck again, you can destroy and build again. Destroy, it doesn't mean to kill your life, destroy your life this way. But the destroying The destruction is the destruction of the old mindset. So this is something very important. The destroy is to destroy the old mindset. So I say, okay, if I want a new life, I don't have to die physically to start a new life again. I just go and have a good sleep and consider that a die or a death. And when I wake up again, I just consider that it's my new life. So I just tidy up everything and just go and went and have a good sleep. So when I woke up, I ask myself, if today is my new life, what do I want to do? So when I ask myself this question, the first image that pop up is the lyre. Then because I already out of idea what I want to do, and I said, since you are the first image that come up, then I just follow you. So I just set my goal to continue living to find this lyre. So the first thing I do is to ask Stefan, the music therapist, to ask him if I want to learn lyre, but I did not know anything about lyre, is it possible? Then he said yes. So remember the picture that we showed just now? Follow our heart. The heart telling me liar, then I also, just think again. And I asked Stefan first, is it possible? Because he said possible, then I put the thought, the thinking into action to set a goal to find the liar. So this is how I continue to search for the liar. So the next question will be, how or where can I get the liar? And then the next step, it will take 6 months to complete the lyre according to the lyre builder that Stefan recommend. It has to wait 6 months, and finally then next step will be, okay, I find this lyre builder, write an email to ask to request for a lyre, then he said yes, and then next one, how do I get money? Okay, so and then also, how do I learn music while waiting for this lyre? So this is like all the question is putting into action. Put all the thought, follow the heart. There is an inner voice that really make us feel alive. And then we have the thinking, we know that it is workable, it is executable. Then we do the planning and then put it into action. So this is starting this where I feel alive again and start doing according to what I really want to do. Yes, so this back to the point where let the heart lead. Yes, and then I continue follow the path in IPMT in Thailand because there is a workshop about the anthroposophic body therapy or the massage therapy. So I continue follow IPMT Thailand every year for the workshop. And then also Dr. Michaela, again, she is the keynote speaker of the IPMT in Thailand also. And then we discussed about some scenario. And then this is also a very important point that she talked to me, and it really impressed me even until now. So this is the word, do it out of love, but not out of fear. So in every decision, we said we already find a way of finding liar, but throughout the process, it is not easy. There are a lot of challenges. When we have time, we'll share more about all the details about the challenges. It takes a lot of strength, but if this is something that we want to do, we have enough inner strength or courage to pursue what we really want to do. And during the process, facing all the challenges, we just set our mindset, do it out of love, but not out of fear. And this feeling of love for myself and also for people around me, it actually nourishes our heart, and it gives us more and more inner strength in overcoming every challenges that we face on the path. Yes. And also this is I just highlight all the important point, especially in the transformation process, which actually nourish me even until now. So then, during one of the lesson with Stefan, I learned it in Haberhöhe Hospital in Berlin, where Stefan works as a music therapist in the anthroposophic hospital in Germany, in Berlin. Yes, then during one of the session, I just asked him, when can I start to play for people? Then he said, when you don't have to look at the music sheet anymore. And actually that time, I already can play the lyre without looking at the music sheet. Why I can do this? Because I cannot do sight reading, meaning I cannot while looking at the notes, the music sheet I play on the lyre, I cannot do this. So because I cannot do this, so I must learn how to memorize it. So I was pretty good in memorizing, even in the lyre also. So I can memorize it and play it without looking at the music sheet. Then, meaning I can already start playing now because I don't have to look at the music sheet. But I have problem facing people. I have problem facing it with people because I already, yeah, my question then, I was already lose trust in people and lose connection with people. Now I dare not face people anymore and don't even to say to play the lyre for people. Then I told him, okay, not now, maybe I need more practice. Then he said one word, this sentence: if you don't do it now, you won't do it even 10 years later. Yes, and this also very impressive even until now, whenever I find excuse not to do something. Yes. So then, because he said this, I said, okay, then I take up the challenge. I want to do it now. So the next moment, what I do is I went to the street in Altstadt, Spandau, Berlin. Is a very beautiful town, yeah, where I live nearby. So I just went to this old town and I said I want to start to play for people in public. But then I find a place, I look for the place, and finally I look for a very small place here. Yeah, in the picture here, it is a very small corner and it is facing inside. So I say, okay, never mind, I just play here in the public, but facing inside, no problem. It's a good start, it's a good baby step to start. So I just sit there and I start playing. And playing, and there's one little girl came, and then the mother came, and then the daughter told the mother about me playing here, and then yeah, there's some conversation there, and you know that people start to get interested. Yes, that is the first time when I break through and play in the public. Do not specify a target audience, but just play in the public where people can see me. Yes, and then that was in 2016. And in 2017, 1 year later, another trip to Berlin to learn with Stefan again. And this time, I challenged myself to sit in the public again, and now this facing out, that means facing the street. So I was playing there. Yeah, people come by. There's one woman. She was like watching me from a distance for a while, but I just keep playing and playing. I didn't know how long I played, but I just continue playing. And then finally, she sat beside me, and then she continued to wait. Then finally, when I stopped, she said, I did not know whether you received money because you did not open your case." Then I told her, if you are happy to pay, I'm happy to receive. Then she gave me this €1 coin and also passed me a piece of paper which she wrote when I was playing just now. She passed me this piece of paper, and then she said, I'm working with dancing. I would like to have a conversation with you. Please give me a call. If you agree, we can have a cup of coffee on my street. Yes. So then I look at the name here is Miller, and then it's from Berlin, and then the word here, choreographer. I did not know the meaning of choreographer. Then I went back to Google search. Then I know that it is like a dance. They make dance step, something like that. So I give her a call, and then we went out for a pizza as a lunch, and then we have a good conversation. Actually, she wanted to invite me to play in the sketch in the hall, but yeah, but because she thought that I was living here, but I already planned to come back to Malaysia the next week. So yeah, we did not make anything, but this is something, a good experience or good encounter. And actually that give me boost my confidence also in playing lyre for other people. Yes. I have to check the time. Yes, another 10 minutes. So this, I also want to share this also in 2017 in Frankfurt. There's a typo in Frankfurt, Germany. So when I was there, I also like try to find chance to connect with people playing in public. So this is something that I want to challenge myself to overcome my fear facing public, facing people, and I try to connect again with people. So I always find chance to come again. So when, yeah, this is a square, a very beautiful old town with a square. So I saw this statue, a very beautiful statue, and finally I know that it's a Lady Justice because it's holding, the balance there is the Lady of Justice. And I walk around these ladies of justice and I try to find a place to sit down. There are all the benches around this statue. Then I walked 3 rounds and then I tried to find a good place to sit. I say, should I sit at the back? Should I sit at the side? And after walking 3 rounds, I decided to sit right in the front of this statue of Lady Justice. Very courageous. Okay, so I just sit down and then I just start to play. And I open my box. This time I open my box. So during the process, there are many different things that happen from because I played quite a long time, maybe an hour there. So something happened during the 1 hour, and even though I was playing, I was aware about what was happening there. So there was a cycle, a boy, a man cycling very fast and passed through me, just throw a coin into my box, and it is so accurately throw and into my box. So I got the coin. I did not know how much, but just a coin. You know, that is some response from the public. Even though they are not listening, they just throw a coin into that. Okay, good. And then the next one, you could also could feel people start to find the place. So one of them, they actually take picture. They want to take picture with the Lady Justice, and then they actually they want to have me in the picture also, so they find a place where they can capture me also as a background of the picture. Yeah, it makes me feel good also. And then slowly there's another group of people. They also want to take picture with this Lady Justice, but this group of people, they do not want to have me in the background. So what they do, they try to block me so that they don't see me in the picture, but only with the Lady Justice. Yes, I know this is happening. I don't feel quite well, but I just continue playing my lyre, being aware about what is happening, but just continue doing my thing. Yes, so this is some impressive encounter that I have during my play of the lyre in front of this Lady Justice. So it gave me an impact about, okay, some people, they did not know what you are doing, but they just support your action. So the boy threw the coin, even though he did not spend time listening me there. Yeah, he support even though he did not know what I do. And then the second group, they enjoy me to be in their life experience, so they want to include me. That is also good. And there's also some people, they did not want me to appear in their life experience. But surprisingly, if in my life previously, it would bother me if someone does not accept me. But throughout this experience, it gives me the inspiration or the feeling that if I am doing something, I know what I'm doing, and I enjoy what I'm doing, even though some people, they did not acknowledge you, or they did not want you, or they did not accept you, and it is fine. It will not bother me. So this is a very important lesson that I learned. If we are doing something that we enjoy doing, we're aware about what we are doing, despite what other people say, may it be pleasant or unpleasant, as long as we are clear about what we are doing, it will not bother us. And meanwhile, this is something to ensure or to give us an awareness, even when people, they do not acknowledge us, then this is actually give us a checkpoint whether this is really we want to do out of our heart or out of people words. Yeah. So this is a very important learning to me, even until now. Yes. Yes. And because of the time, and then I will go. This is actually happened already in 2021. Yes. And then I attended also is a course organized by IPMT, which is a Kongsi, same group of Kongsi people here. And then it is a leadership of self and in community. It happens in 2021. It was still during MCO, so it is in a Zoom session. So during one of the module by Alexander Schwedeler, yeah, it is very very anthroposophic people and specialized in business and leadership. So during one of the module, actually it gave me a very impressive point. It's about dare to dream for the next 5 years. So actually it is a homework or it is a dialogue session for us. I think this is during the 6th or the 8th modules. The first question is, what do you want to keep for the next 5 years? The question is like this. If you imagine 5 years from now, what do you want to keep? First question. And then second question, you can imagine for the next 5 years, what do you want to change significantly? And then the third question, imagine the scenario in the next 5 years. What is the unimaginable things that become real? So I still remember, but even though I did not jot it down because I take this question very seriously and I work it out for my life during that time. So I still remember even until now. What do you want to keep? I said I want to keep a workplace for myself. And this workplace is a very comfortable and I feel happy working in. This is a place which I want to keep even until the next 5 years. It could be different place, but the concept of having my own workplace, which I enjoy working in. This is the first one. And then the second thing, what do you want to change significantly? And then that is about money because I was struggling with money because during MCO I cannot work for so long and then finally I was running out of money and I still want so I have a children, I have family. So I say, okay, what do you want to change significantly? So the point that I give is I want to have like a monthly revenue from my work of 15,000. Yes, so this is something I want to change significantly. And the third one, what is the unimaginable becoming real? So because this question, right? Yeah, I just cut the story short, but I really released my dream. This is a dream that I dare not to dream because I think we have to come back to reality. Don't simply dream something too big or I cannot accomplish in this year or in this life. So I kept the dream. So when this question from Alex came out, then it is a chance for me to release my dream. So I just dare to dream. I said, I want to have the whole building of Niki Palliative Sanctuary working with palliative patients. And I thought this is something unimaginable, right? And then it actually released it. And when you feel it, you just picture it, imagine it, it already gives us so much of inner strength and joy from our heart. And also energized, and then you just like keep on thinking all the details about what is inside the sanctuary or what service do we have and how do we support people. And everyone or every therapist have a beautiful office, beautiful therapy room on their own. Yeah, something like that. A lot of detail. I spent a lot of time doing this. Just dream. And one very key important point that I learned is that just dreaming, it does not cost anything. It does not cost any money, but you can gain the joy from dare to dream. And this is the homework by Alex. I just complete the homework. So I don't have to bother about what people think about this dream because it's just unimaginable. But surprisingly, when I dare to dream, right, really think of all the details, just 1 week later, I just somehow I have the inspiration to call someone which I want to express this dream to him. And this is a friend, also it's a very random friend, but I just feel like talking to him. And during the phone call, continued to talk, expressing my dream, and he was just listening and he was just nodding. And then after I complete talking everything, then he told me, Nikki, we have a place here in Ipoh which could accomplish your dream. Yeah, so this is something, it's very like how I say, then it actually give me the feeling that if we really dare to dream, develop our muscle to dream, even for the unimaginable one, it will find that actually the unimaginable one, it is not so unrealistic because just 1 week you could see that actually it could be realized in the reality. And then meanwhile, it also gives us the muscle of the dream, right? When we build up, then I slowly find that the dream of the first one and the second one, it is not so difficult to achieve. And true enough, just in 1 and 2 months' time, I already managed to generate the income of 15,000 a month just in 2 months' time, and it lasts for 3 months. And yeah, I just thought that this would only happen in 5 years, but it happened in 1, 2, 3 months. It lasts for 3 months. Yeah. So this actually it give me because I have experienced this the power of dream and how to live it to allow the dream from our heart to realize it in reality, and you know that it works. And this gives us actually courage to continue to dream and to work it out for the dream. Yes, so this is something very impressive, and this actually, this is 2021, and until now, I still continue doing this, like ask myself, what do I want to keep, and what do I want to change significantly, and how do I want to have the unimaginable becoming real. This is still my daily practice to continue pursuing what I want to achieve or what I want to build. Yes, so this is something to share with you. So then now, until now, we have already quite established, and our direction is quite clear that here we already established Exit, which is my company name, and Exit is the eight. Number 8 is actually the symbol of balancing, as we show in the picture. And here we already focus our treatment, our services for treatment with the massage, anthroposophic massage therapy, and also with the lyre, and training and collaboration. Yes, then slowly throughout our years, already 8 years, trying and error, getting people. We usually get our service from the word of mouth, and slowly we enter into Institute Cancer Negara in Putrajaya in the palliative care unit to play lyre for their patients. Yes, and then slowly, and this is our sanctuary, is Exit. We started to use it last November because we want to have a bigger place, because we started to provide training to train more people, because more and more people need this service, the massage therapy and the lyre for palliative and hospice care. There are more needs from the society, and then there are also more people they want to learn and contribute to the society. So we started to have a training starting from this year. Yeah, we are getting more and more training this year. So the training that we have is to provide the home care for children. Yes, there are some Waldorf school here. They know about anthroposophy, so we provide the home care workshop for children in the school and teaching some natural way of supporting health in the family. And also we invite Rolf Heiner, which is a very experienced anthroposophic nurse, to provide training, a deepened training for the end-of-life care or the hospice care. And Ifan, yeah, this course is provided by Rolf Heiner, also is a representative from Institute, is the International Forum of Anthroposophic Nursing, Ifan. Yes, so this course is actually certified by Gotiano, the Anthroposophic Nursing International Forum. So this is our courses that we started this year and also will continue to provide it. So this is, we learned some body therapy called the rhythmical Iramon is to create a sense of security and also help to stabilizing the excessive emotion, especially to those who are dying. Of course, it could be, this is the treatment, a professional treatment that could be provided for dying people, but it also can be provided for healthy people with daily stress. It can also help to release stress. And also, I also work it for those cancer patients who are undergoing chemotherapy, also facing a lot of anxiety, fear. And you find that this technique, actually, it is very almost onset effect. It could help in a deep relaxation. And when also is to introduce inner stability. So we can check through their hands and feet. When they are warm enough, we know that this person, they are more stable in coping with the life challenges. They have more inner strength in coping with their life challenges. Yes. And then we also have this certified massage therapist training. This is a training to become a certified massage therapist in Malaysia. So I am a trainer, and then yeah, these are our students who are learning. So we are training. Yeah, so there are more and more people under training to become a certified massage therapist in Malaysia. And we deepen this training with the anthroposophic body therapy. And then throughout the process, we are very grateful to gain trust from the Society of Malaysia community. So this is the Institute of Complementary and Traditional Medicine, ICTM. The founder is Professor Dato Sri Dr. Steve Yap. So this ICTM already acknowledged our courses for the end-of-life care courses and also this certification to become a massage therapist in Malaysia. And also from the Institute Cancer Negara, the IKN Putrajaya. So previously, for the past 3 years, we have been playing lyre for the patients in palliative care unit. And last year, they also invite us to provide this continuing medical education, the CME, for the doctors in the palliative care unit to share about the therapeutic effect benefits of lyre for cancer patients and also for the palliative care patients. When we have more time, we will share about the details or some case studies about how it works in stabilizing or to improve sleep quality, even just a 15 minutes play. Yeah, and also recently this year we also have a collaboration with University of Malaya. It is from the Faculty of Medicine. It is a Department of Social and Preventive Medicine, and they invited us to provide a talk to the professors and doctors there and the public to share about the therapeutic benefits of anthroposophic body therapy and also the lyre. Yes, so this is, the times is also almost up. So this is to conclude about the 3 levels of adult learning. When we experience whatever in our life, we try to be aware, to understand what we are experiencing. And the second level, to feel what we are experiencing or to feel what we understand. And then to act out of the deep feeling of what we are doing. So this is how we balance ourselves. Or another way we can do it is like we always follow our heart, let the heart lead. So to follow our heart, to do something which I really want to do, enjoy doing that, it gives me energy and to feel alive again. And there we think about or to plan about how to do it. And then next, to balance it by doing it. So we see the point here, the point of transformation is at the feeling, at the heart region here. The heart should lead, and the heart, the inner strength, it could actually balance all the thinking and the willing. Yeah. So this one, I think I will skip because, yeah, this is, yeah. So I want to share these words from Rudolf Steiner, which I think is very related to our sharing here and also in our work. So pleasure is a gift of destiny that reveals its value in the present, while suffering is the source of insight whose significance will become evident in the future. So how I understand this sentence is, yeah, in life we have pain, we have joy. So joy, pleasure is a gift of destiny. That means this is something, is a harvest. We harvest the fruit of the destiny. It is a gift, so it is a joy. Yeah, we can find the value in the present. But at the point where we have pain and we feel lost in our life, we couldn't find the meaning of life, and we wonder why did we encounter with this incident, and it, which brings a lot of pain, and this is a suffering. Maybe we could not find what is the meaning of this pain now, but if we keep aware about the pain, we acknowledge it, we understand it, we see it, and we just acknowledge it, and we continue walking throughout the way. And maybe, for example, 10 years later, when now we look back, we could see or understand better what is the meaning of the pain. So this is also very related to what I share about my journey for the past 8 years, from a very lost and in a very deep darkness, confronted by the meaning of life and also the fear of death. Until now, this point, we are supporting people in facing death, and also meanwhile to keep reminding ourselves to treat each day as the last day and to live a life which we are full of awareness and out of our own inner voice and also out of our own will. And this will actually give us enough strength to overcome whatever challenges that appear during the path towards our goal or towards our dream. So thank you for your time for listening. And at this point, maybe we just spend maybe some minutes or some seconds, maybe 10 or 20 seconds to harvest, okay? So we just find one word to describe what is the most impressive point to you, or what is the relevant point to your life that you would like to adopt it and to apply it in your life. So maybe just to use a one word to describe what is the most impressive point that you obtained from tonight's session. You can write it in the chat. Dare to dream. Good. destroy and rebuild. Dream comes true. Comfort for those departing. Good. Yes. You can continue to share, or if you just don't want to share here, it's also fine. You can just keep it with your heart, and then you just, to keep whatever is relevant to you and just let go what is not relevant to you. Okay, so lead with heart. Okay, good. So because of the time, we welcome if you have any question, you can just contact us anytime. Transform, yes. Okay, dare to dream. Good, thank you. Yes, so now we proceed here. Rolf Heiner, as we said, is our mentor, and he is also very inspiring with his rich experience and guidance. So throughout this year, I actually follow his guidance. Whenever I have any cases regarding palliative and hospice care, I will write an email to Rolf to discuss about it, about what I can do and how to support, or which oil do I use, and so on. And you could see that all the symptoms, especially in the palliative care and also in the hospice care, and also sometimes it's supporting some elderly people, the symptoms, the pain that they have, or the suffering that they have. Rolf, even just through the email, he could prescribe or describe a very precise instruction or guideline to me, and then when I apply it, you could see that it really helpful in relieving the symptoms of pain and the suffering that the person have, whether it is elderly care or for children or for some issue in the palliative and hospice care. And then now we are very glad and honored that Kongsi Academy, they actually also invite Rolf to come in August 19 and 20 to give a conference on the anthroposophic geriatric home care conference. So it is elderly care in our time. This is our theme. So it is highly recommended for you to really, I will be there, of course. Now I'm following Rolf wherever he goes. So even though the title we already learned, but I think from every sharing session that he speak, we would definitely find some impressive insight from them. So I would encourage, although now maybe some of you are facing some challenges in taking care of elderly people at home, or maybe you are volunteering your service in supporting elderly people, or you're working with elderly people, or you are preparing to take care of elderly people at home, our parents or grandparents, it is definitely highly recommended to attend this home care conference. It happened in August, just 2 days. And here we will learn also the theory and about the mindset. As we say, sometimes we have to change our mindset, destroy the old mindset and build a new one, so that it will give us more inner strength in coping with elderly people. Aging is very common in our life. Also to prepare to face our own aging time. This is also a good awareness for us to learn about how to get old, how to get old in a more dignity way, or how to seek for support during the elderly care. Yes. So we definitely welcome you to join this conference, and we hope to see you there. And there's a QR code here. If you can snapshot this now, you can just, from this QR code, it will lead you to the registration link. Or if you have any question, feel free to contact us in Kongsi, or contact us, in Exit. So thank you for listening. So this is, I passed the session to Samantha. So this is our contact. So anytime if you have any question, please feel free to contact us personally. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikki. Thank you so much for your sharing. Yeah, actually, the time will be too short, seems like, And I'm thinking whether I can make a special request that invite you to play a short lyre for us. Yeah, I think everybody happy to stay for another, few minutes. It's such a wonderful encounter tonight. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, sure. I will play for, maybe about 2 minutes or 3 minutes. Maybe you can find a good position to relax yourself for another 2 or 3 minutes. I will play a piece for you. And So this is the lyre. And from the shape, you could see that this is actually, it is a shape different. There are a lot of different lyre makers. So this is actually a full handmade lyre maker from Germany, a very beautiful village called Heiligenberg. Yes. And yeah, if you look at the shape here, actually it's like the yin yang, in Chinese is a yin yang, and it symbolizes balance. Yes, and the string instrument in anthroposophic understanding or perspective, it is an instrument for the heart. So if you have a chance, you are allowed to come to look for me, or if you have another instrument, just try to play it. Yes. Thank you.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you, Nikki. Yeah, so touched, and I really actually very enjoyed it. And I believe everyone tonight, they have the same feeling with me. And we hope every of your encounter will brings you warm love and strength. And as earlier Nikki shared, do it our love, not our fear. Dare to dream so that your dream could be realized. So once again, thank you, Nikki, and thank you for joining us tonight. And we hope to see you next Kongsi Idea, and it will be on the July 6th. Thank you so much, and you have a wonderful night.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nikki. Very
Thank you,
inspiring.
Lee.